Editing matters, but it isn't a secret to growth. Many creators obsess over flashy cuts, transition, or effects, thinking that polished editing alone will make their channel explode. And the truth is, editing is just one tool and it only amplifies what already is working. Without the clarity, the value of the engagement, and the audience understanding, perfect edits won't save a video. If you want a channel to grow, though, you need to focus on what actually matters more than the editing. So let's break it down step by step so you can prioritize the elements that truly drive success. Step 1, content clarity. Viewers need to know immediately what the video is about and why they should care. If your message is muddled, no amount of slick cuts will hold attention, and your hook, the first 3 to 5 seconds, is far more important than the cuts and that follow. It needs to capture the curiosity, promise the value, and set the expectations clearly. Step 2, you need to solve a problem or entertain. Content that addresses a viewer's needs or questions or desires will always outperform fancy editing. Tutorials, how to videos, story driven content, and entertaining moments build retention, the clicks, and the shares far more than effects. Editing can enhance these moments but can't replace them. And step 3, pacing and structure. While flashy edits are optional, your videos must have rhythm and flow. Organize content into a hook, problem solution, a payoff, and call to action. Each segment should naturally guide the viewer forward. Even basic cuts can make a video feel professional if the structure is solid. Step 4, audience understanding. Know you're reaching for and why. Understand their pain points, interests, and motivations. Videos designed around audiences' needs naturally attract clicks and retention. Editing can't fix content that doesn't resonate. Step 5, retention focus. The algorithm prioritizes watch time and viewer engagement. Deliver value every few seconds. Remove the filler and maintain the energy. Even simple edits can achieve this, but content without engagement fails regardless of the polish. Step 6, titles and thumbnails. Before editing matters, your video must get clicked. Clear, specific, emotional, compelling titles and visually strong thumbnails draw viewers. Misleading titles get clicks, but retention drops immediately if the content doesn't deliver. Step 7, authentic delivery. Your personality, your tone, and authenticity, connect with viewers. Genuine enthusiasm, clarity of speech, and relatable, energy are far more important than cinematic transitions. Editing, can't manufacture trust or engagement. Step 8, scripting and planning. Plan your content before recording. A well structured script ensures clarity, the value, and the pacing, reducing reliance on editing to fix mistakes. Knowing your talking points keeps a video tight, coherent, and focused on retention. Step 9, engagement cues. Ask questions, encourage comments, involve your audience. Engagement drives algorithmic promotion. Editing can emphasize these moments, but the interaction itself is what matters. Step 10, solving a real need. Content that teaches, entertains, or provides actionable steps consistently outperforms visually perfect but empty videos. Viewers remember what they learned or felt, not how many cuts were used and the extra editing. Step 11, clarity in delivery over style. A clear voice, concise explanation, and structured content are far more important than jumps or cuts or flashy transitions. Viewers stay for understanding, not stay alone. Step 12, emotional resonance. Connect with viewers emotionally through humor, empathy, or relatability. Editing can highlight emotional beats, but without authentic emotion, the impact is lost. So, step 13 is another important one, consistency over polish. Uploading consistently, build momentum, trust, and authority. Small channels benefit from more than from a steady output than from an occasional highly polished video. Step 14, problem solution payoff. Each video should present a problem and resolve it clearly. The viewer's sense of a payoff is what drives watch time, the shares, and return visits. Editing can enhance the payoff, but content drives it. Step 15, value first mindset. Always ask, does this provide something my viewer needs or wants? Editing should enhance, not create value. And step 16 is another important one, early hook importance. Viewers decide in seconds whether to stay. The first few moments determine the retention far more than mid video effects. Step 17, testing your formats. Different content formats, tutorials, storytelling, lists, tips affect engagement. Test which formats resonates most with your audience. Editing can polish them, but it won't fix a poorly chosen dot format. Step 18, thumbnail title alignment. The visual and textual promise of your video must watch the actual content. Misalignment reduces trust and retention, and editing can't repair a viewer feeling tricked. Step 19, audience feedback loops. Monitor comments, your likes, and your watch patterns. Adjust content strategy based on your feedback. Editing tweaks alone won't address fundamental audience disconnects. So, step 20 is another important one. Internal linking. Use your playlist, end screens, and cards to guide viewers to more content. Editing can make these transitions smooth, but the strategy is what matters. Step 21, concise messaging. Eliminate the filler, the clarifying points, and focus on the main idea. Even minimal editing can create professional looking content if your message is clear. Step 22, energy and delivery over visual effects. Viewers respond to enthusiasm, the clarity, and the relatability. Editing enhances those qualities, but can't create them. Step 23, storytelling beats fancy cuts. A compelling narrative drives retention and shares. Editing supports pacing and emphasis, but story is king. Step 24, data informed iteration. Study retention graphs, CTR, and engagement. Identify where viewers drop off and adjust the content. Editing alone can't compensate for weak content. Step 25, clarity in action or call to action. Clearly guide viewers to subscribe, comment, or watch next. Editing can highlight your CTAs, but clarity and placement drive the action. Step 26, batch content creation. Planning multiple videos reduces stress, ensures the consistency, and allows focus on value rather than over editing. Step 27, short integration. Use short form content for discovery, long form for retention, and editing, supports, but strategy drives growth. Step 28, pattern interrupts for attention. Break the monotony visually or verbally to maintain the engagement. This doesn't require, complex editing, okay? It doesn't. Just awareness and timing. Step 29, evergreen content focus. Content that remains relevant over time continues to attract viewers. Editing can polish, but relevance drives long-term growth. Step 30, incremental improvements. Small enhancements in clarity, structure, and delivery and visual compounds faster than obsessing over cinematic perfection. Step 31, relatable examples. Illustrate points with scenarios viewers recognize. Editing can emphasize, but context creates connection. Step 32, audience-centered scripting. Speak to viewers' needs, questions, and desires. Editing can't replace relevance. Step 33, cross-platform reinforcement. Promote videos on social media communities and or email. Editing can enhance clips, but strategy drives the traffic. Step 34, testing hooks, different opening lines, thumbnails, and title effects, CTR, and retention. Editing can enhance, but the initial hook drives the interest. Step 35, retention pacing. Plan moments of tension reward or information delivery. Editing smooths pacing, but content design sets the retention. Step 36, collaborate opportunities. Partnering with other creators, exposing your content to new audiences. Editing can polish transitions, but network effects drive growth. Step 37, authentic mistakes. Sharing lessons or failures builds relatability, and trust. Editing can highlight, but authenticity, matters more than polish. Step 38, optimize your audio and visual minimally. Clear sound and readable visuals are essential, but high-end effects aren't required for engagement. Step 39, consistency in tone and style. Viewers return when they know what to expect. Editing should reinforce, not reinvent, and your tone is important. Step 40, incremental polish over perfection. Gradually improve lighting, audio, and visuals while maintaining consistent output. Step 41, internal content promotion. Encourage the binge watching and cross video viewing. Editing can guide attention, but linking logic drives results. And step 42, clarity in examples and instructions. Misunderstanding reduces the retention. Editing can emphasize, but clarity drives comprehension. Step 43, leveraging curiosity naturally. Post questions, challenges or problems that the content answers. Editing will support the payoff, but the relevance drives and the clicks and the retention. Step 44, pacing edits versus content pacing. Cuts should enhance the natural flow, not replace substance. Step 45, mental resilience. This is an important one. Obsessing over editing perfections can delay content output. I hear you guys down in the comments all the time about how you should do this, you should do that. If I do this all in one take, I don't even edit this video. I literally sit here, record this whole thing as I'm saying it, and I literally publish it. Zero editing. That's what's important. If you want to be consistent and do a high value output, it is very important to simplify it where you can sit down, hit record, and send it out. And consistency and value drives the growth more than polish. On step 46, incremental storytelling too. It builds the tension, it resolves and payoff in every video. Editing emphasizes beats, but story drives the engagement. Step 47, focus on your audience journey. Load viewers from hook to solution. Next video or action. Editing aids transitions, but structure guides the behavior. Step 48, feedback loops. Use retention engagement data to iterate content, not just editing style. Step 49, avoid the filler. Cut unnecessary repetition in long intros or tangents. Editing helps, but concise content retains the viewers. In step 50, value delivery compounds growth. Every video must teach, entertain, or solve a problem. Editing enhances value, but cannot create it. If you prioritize your clarity, structure, and retention, audiences understanding the authentic delivery, editing becomes a tool, not the centerpiece. Channels that grow focus on content that matters, solving the problems, entertaining, and engaging the viewers consistently. Editing amplifies the impact, but without the value, first, your video won't perform. Master these principles, and your channel grows faster, retains viewers stronger, and builds the trust and authority, all without obsessing over cinematic polish. And the video you make consistently delivers what your audience needs, and that's what ultimately drives sustainable growth, loyal subscribers, and long-term success. Thank you for watching today, and we'll see you on the next one. Also, hey, check out this video on the right. If it helps you on your YouTube journey, I hope it does. And, like and subscribe if you found value to this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.